Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and welcome to this week's Pick 5. Now, I'm looking in the camera right there, and you might be wondering, what is that giant red novelty bow over my shoulder? Very good question. Now, first of all, I will say that to spend $16 on a giant red novelty bow is the definition of waste. And I don't care. I've always wanted one of those, but I will say I was really disappointed when it showed up and it was like all rolled up like this. And I had to get one of the girls out here, because I'm not very smart, to figure out how to tie it. Now, what is that for? Funny story. This is funny. I promise you'll think it's funny. My wife, she's awesome. Yeah, it's her birthday on Friday. And I asked Chris's wife, Cass, if she could maybe poke around, kind of like prod and see like maybe what does my wife want for her birthday. Because I was thinking that going to Dollarama and getting a birthday card for her, and then going to like a funeral home's dumpster out back and getting some flowers from there, that's probably like, I do that every year, right? So this year I thought I'll poke around. So Cassandra texts me back and says, Jenna wants a bike for her birthday. And all of a sudden, it's like Leonardo DiCaprio in Inception. All of a sudden, 10 layers deep in my mind, I hear my wife's voice. Babe, for my birthday this year, I really want a bike. But it was buried in my subconscious. You know why? Because like every other man in the world, I wasn't listening. At some point, she told me that. And what's so funny, and I'm serious about this, the mind is an amazing thing. When Cass said Jenna wants a bike for her birthday, my subconscious gave me that memory of my wife saying, I'd really like a bike for my birthday. Which tells me that she also needs a new husband for her birthday, because I'm so terrible. I heard it, but I didn't absorb it. And it was somewhere in the brain, frontal, sidal, rear lobe. But anyways, I bought her a bike. And I'm going to put that giant novelty ribbon on it. So we do everything here as a team at Toronto Realty Group. And so Thursday, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it in Tara's garage. And then Thursday night, when my wife's asleep, I'm going to get in my car, drive over to her garage, and load it up into my wife's SUV, and then bring it back, put it in the living room with that giant bow on it. I could have done the drum effect, but I decided to bang on the table, and it probably screwed up the sound. Anyways, yeah, so I'm ahoy, husband of the year. Actually, if you use the T, that would be haughty. Also, not me. I digress. So yes, happy birthday to my wife. That's what the bow is for. Folks, what's happening in the market right now? It's wild, right? I have a lot of stories, but because I've already been talking a lot about novelty bows and terrible husbands, I figured that we would just get into it. I want to talk about Liberty Village. I am shocked, shocked and appalled at some of the prices in Liberty Village. Like, how long have I been gone? I mean, I'm going to be honest, okay? I do a lot of listings. I think probably 70% of my business is listings, but that's because we have a team, and our team works with a lot of our clients. And I still work with buyers, of course, but when was the last time I took a young buyer into Liberty Village to help them buy their $550,000 one bedroom? It's not really my jam, right? I've got a team for that. So I can't get over some of these prices. And today I thought, what the heck? Let's look at 5 one-bedroom condos in Liberty Village. We're going to look at the price per square foot. We're going to look at the age of the building, and we're going to look at the buildings themselves. And so let's do this. Let's go to Google Maps here, okay, guys? Here we are. And I want to zoom in on Liberty Village. So I'm going to take you on a little tour here, okay? For those of you that don't know, and for those of you that do know, well, how do I clear this there? For those of you that do know, you're going to get a refresher. So I started in real estate. How do I get rid of all this? Your business has reviews. Great, good, okay. I started in real estate in 2004, and there was nothing down here. Okay, there was nothing down here. And it wasn't until probably, I don't even know, when were these townhouses built, that was the first residential living in Liberty Village. There was nothing here. So for those of you that don't know, you come in off of Strawn, okay, off of East Liberty. The only other way to get into Liberty is here on Atlantic. I mean, Jefferson, yes, but this here, Atlantic, is basically the boundary from a residential standpoint, right? Can we draw a box around this now? So we go King, Strawn, basically the train track, and then Atlantic. So that's Liberty Village. Now, let's zoom in here and draw a further box around the townhouses, please. Okay, so you've got Western Battery, right, which rolls around to East Liberty, and then, sorry, my bad. Okay, Western Battery, East Liberty, and Pirandello. So those are the townhouses. So this looks like a very small percentage of Liberty Village, but these are the first residential dwellings. These were all townhouses. So then along comes Toy Factory over here on Hannah. That was a beautiful conversion. And then over here, see these buildings 1, 2, and 3? Okay, you've got 50 Lynn Williams in the middle. You've got 80 and 100 Western Battery Road. Great. Okay, then comes 3 big buildings, right? 65, 75, and 85 East Liberty. Those buildings which still represent really good value. And then, I don't even know, then along comes what? I think we've got 125. Where's 125? Somewhere around here. 125 East Liberty. And then we've got 55 and 59 East Liberty, and then just a whole bunch of other stuff, right? So that takes us up to the time when I did the video, which I think was, God, I want to say 2018 or 2019. I went down there and I shot a video about all the development that's happening in Liberty Village. This must have been pre-pandemic, right? So it's probably 2019. And life moves really, really fast, guys, as you get older. My dad told me that when we were both younger. And of course, when you have kids, people say your life moves really quickly. So I can't believe it's been 2.5 to 3 years since I did that video, but basically all of this over here has been developed. So what used to be the boundaries of Liberty Village are no longer, and Liberty Village has now gone over into this raced rail yard. Does anyone know what I was trying to say? Yes, like a waste yard, and all these new condos, and some of them are just ridiculously priced. So there used to be this tiny little sliver of green grass, okay, right here. And of course that became a condo, and now apparently there's a Wendy's in there, right? There was a giant hole in the ground here for a long time. That became a condo. So there are just so many darn condos. And let's do this. I want to show you what this intersection looks like. So this to me is maddening, okay? This was the piece of grass right here. See where this building is? This was a tiny, tiny sliver of grass, and people used to cut across there, right, to go up King. Now up to King. Now this here, this never used to be here. So I want to see if we can go street view. Oh, this is so cool. You ready for this? Wow, that makes me feel so old. Because in my mind's eye, I still see this. So here's that tiny piece of grass, which I just mentioned, right? And people would cut across here. You're like, you're in my head now, right? Here's the giant hole in the ground. Well, actually, it was a hole. Originally, it was parking, right? Oh, man, look at this. This is so cool. None of the buildings are here. Oh, jam. Did I just say that? That's so 20 years ago. Anyways, you get the picture, guys. There were no condos there. And it's so cool that Google goes back this far. But my point was more about when I shot my video, that this intersection here, this is the way I always knew Liberty Village. And then you go, you know, okay, let's go 2016, right? In 2016, you've got, right, signs up. But here, you've got these condos, right, in the background, and you can see, right, that's 125 Western Battery. No, 69 Lynn Williams, that's 125 Western Battery. But you still don't have this here. Jam. I don't even remember what that's from. Okay, and then here. So here's where you start to see it being built. Let's go back a year. Can I do that, please? Yes, August of 2018. This is around when I shot the video. You're developing a condo here, a condo here, a condo here. The little sliver of grass is becoming a condo. And let's go to current, well, June of 2021. And there we are. So that's Liberty Village in a nutshell, guys. I still just cannot believe what's happened in the area. It's just crazy to me. So the 5 properties that we want to look at here today, these are the 5. And look at this, draw a box around that, please. PC is for price change. 4 of the 5 have changed their price. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that they're lower, right? It could mean that they're higher, but it means that we're starting to see these pricing games, right? We're starting to see people come out low with an offer date, and then they're going to relist higher, right? We're starting to see people that maybe come at a fair market value and it's not moving, so they reduce. So the PC could be either or. So let's do this. Let's start here at 19 Western Battery. Okay, it's as good as any place to start. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the map for all of these because I want to show you exactly where they are. So this is home of the Whopper, okay? This is Wendy's. I know that's Burger King. But this was that small patch of grass I mentioned that is now a condo, 19 Western Battery Road. So this was built, every time I watch this, I realize, which shoulder is it over? Hold on, that's my right or my left? No, Snea puts it on this shoulder. So from now on, I'm doing this because I always go there and it goes here. Okay, so this was built in 2021. It's built by Center Court Developments. This is 31 stories, 558 units, and it's called Zen King West. Yeah. So the prices in here, we'll come back to that for a minute. So let's look at the unit, and you guys tell me, well, you already see it, right? Okay, so it's $649,900. See that PC? Okay, it was originally 658,000. So they brought this out at 658. They've reduced it all the way to 649,900, and they've been on the market for 31 days. It is vacant. It has parking. The fees are astronomically high, if I may. So the unit itself, and people like these buildings because they're new. And I'll come back to that thought in a minute because I have, surprise, surprise, something cynical to say. So the buildings themselves, right? They're new, they're flashy, they've got cool stuff, right? That's the gym, right? Cool. Oh man, rad. Yeah, green carpet, amazing. AstroTurf? No way. Why are you paying this kind of price, right? So new, so new. Who said that? Gwen Stefani in her song, New. You're so new. Yeah, and it's an okay layout, right? Listing agent propped her purse down and her keys. Cool. You've got a great view of the building across the street, and I will say that that's a decent view for now until someone builds a condo on it, right? Bathroom, cool. Seen one, seen them all, and there you go, view. So, not meaning to rush through that, but there's really not much to show. If it is vacant, you could have taken better photos. Of course, we also could have staged it, but there's a reason that you're not selling. So, guys, pop quiz. How much is this per square foot? $1,326 and 33 cents. $1,326. $1,326 per square foot. I can't get over it. This is a 490 square foot model. Okay. Did I say it's $1,323 square foot? I wasn't sure if I did. Why? What's the point? The point I wanted to make was about new. Sometimes things that are good are new, like a sandwich, right? I would definitely pay more for a new sandwich, one that was just made and not bitten into. Like if there was like a 2-day-old sandwich that had been half eaten. That's where I see new as valuable. Some areas I don't see new. I don't know, like this 1-year-old condo. Who gives an SHIT that this is a 1-year-old condo and you're paying a stupid price for it? So maybe, yeah, the equipment in the gym is better. Great. If you're working out there every single day, that's important. But I would also say, what does a gym membership cost now? I don't know. $50 a month? So what is that times 12? $600. $600, and you're going to pay an extra $150,000 for this condo. It makes absolutely no sense. So I can't get over the price of that one, but that's going to be a recurring theme, guys, as we move on, because this one is absolutely whack-a-doodle. So this is 49 East Liberty. Now, where's 49 East Liberty? Hello? 49 East Liberty is stuck in between. Sorry, it's to the east of, see this U-shaped building here? This is 55 and 59 East Liberty. Actually, this is 55 and that's 59. I had a listing there in, my God, it's been a long time. The last listing I had in that building, I think, was 2017. So we've built in between. Great, we've got Liberty Village Dental Center in between. Great, cool. Okay, so this building too was built in 2021. This was built by Can Alpha. Can Alpha built a ton of the stuff in the area. They built 55 and 59 East Liberty. That's probably why they had this little piece of land left over. So this one, guys, is sub 500 square feet, and it is not a true 1-bedroom, as I'll show you in a minute. So it is $649,999. It has no parking. It has no locker. At least the fees are low. By the way, the fees in the first one were like 92 cents a square. It's wild. And you can see that you have to walk through the bedroom to get to the living room. But then again, there's a microwave in the bedroom. Microwave in the bedroom? What are you into? No, it's just that it's all kind of together, right? So these photos are out of order. That's the first one. And then, okay, so there they are, right? Yeah, and that was the old 55, 59. So come back. Holy jeez, these are all out of order, man. Oh my God. Check this guy out. You're forever immortalized on MLS. Because like, bro, are you taking a photo for MLS? Someone's like, no. I guess now it'll be like this. Because these people took them on there. This photo in here twice? Yeah, this photo's so good, we gotta have it twice. Okay, so gym, we got a lot of photos of the gym, but here you go. Back to the bedroom, which is facing, right, microwave. It's a weird one, guys, right? So you do have the 2 sliding doors, to be perfectly fair. Yes, you can, if you don't want to feel like you're sleeping in your kitchen, you can close those 2 doors, but it is a junior 1-bed, right? And my guess is this is tenanted. Agent didn't get a chance to stage, but that is your kitchen. It's essentially the hallway style. Is that a thing? Hallway style kitchen? Yeah, fine, fair. And if you're microwave's across from your bed, then I guess your fridge is across from your toilet, something like that. It's a snug space. What I can't get over, guys, is the price. The price is up there, man. It is $649,999. I believe this unit is 490 square feet. It could be less. I'm actually giving them the benefit of the doubt, right? So that would be, are you ready for this? There's more photos. How many freaking photos are there? How many photos can you take? So weird. Let's keep going because these are actually, okay, now, these are better photos. I had to sit through like 8 photos of the gym and a guy looking. Okay, so it actually looks better from here. They should have led with this. Well, there's a lot of should-haves, right? I don't understand this, sorry. Must be some sort of meme I don't know anything about. So the space is decent, right? The view sucks from here, but see this little sliver here? You've got a better view. Oh, it's a sliver. So as a living space, it's not bad. It's just a lot of these really feel like college dorms, right? Well, actually, I don't know. My first, second year, first, second, third, I lived in a great spot. It was above a shoe store. I did not live on campus. Interestingly enough, in an unrelated story, I did not meet anybody. So these guys are priced at $1,327 per square foot. That is my assumption. This is a 490 square foot unit, which I think it is. If it's less, then it's actually higher than $1,327 a square. Now scroll down. See this? They were priced at $549,900. $549,900. They raised it, PC price change, to $649,999. So guys, again, if we're paying for new here, it doesn't make sense. It's tenanted. My guess is that the sellers are like, we don't care, we'll keep the tenant. Or they've put here that they want to close on the 4th of July. Maybe they're thinking we'll leave the price as it is, and once the tenant is out and it's empty, we'll reduce the price. But to me, just an astronomical price for Liberty Village. So the next one here, guys, 85 East Liberty, Unit 1908. So this is a building that I like, and I like this building because of the values, right? There are 3 buildings, 65, 75, 85 East Liberty. These were built in 2013. There are almost 1,200 units in total in here, but these units represent value. The maintenance fees, check this out. Okay, it's a 600 square foot unit. The fees are $423. They include everything except hydro. Whereas if you were to go back to our first one, okay, this thing, remember, was 500. No, it was under 500. They lied about it. Yeah, this one's 490 square feet, and the fees are $446. Yeah, great. You've got parking. Doesn't include water or hydro. I'd be surprised if it included the other stuff. But those fees are over 90 cents. These fees are still in the 60s. This thing is a deal. So $679 PC for price change. Scroll down, $699. Now they've only been on the market for 9 days, and they've already reduced the price. They put in the listing. Look, offers anytime and price to sell. I would agree. This thing is 624 square feet. That is $1,088 per square foot with parking. So $1,088 with parking. The last one was $1,327 without parking. What are you paying for new for? I just don't get it. Like I said, this isn't a sandwich. So the layout in here is also a lot better, of course, because it's larger, but you do have a real bedroom. You have a real living and dining, and the kitchen has a peninsula instead of being up against a wall. So call me old or old school, but this makes far more sense to me. So yes, there's a difference in price. The other one's $650, this is $679. These people have made it clear they want to sell. They're offering additional commission if it closes before June 30th. It just, yeah, these guys want to sell, right? So I think based on the change in the market, they are priced where they should be. I also think there's probably a little bit of flex on that still, far be it for me to say. Now, I would add that if you were to, let me go back here, guys, get rid of this chair, right, or push it back and slide everything over, and you can have a dining area here, which is the one thing that they're lacking. So I've always liked this model. It's a nice square plan. It's a 9-foot ceiling. I like the building. Big floor-to-ceiling windows. I just don't understand who is paying the price for those other units, right? Yeah, so there's your den. It's a real den, too. Liberty Village is the area, like the king of listings that say, I bet it's in here. Yeah, I knew it. I'll come back to that. I was going to say it's the king of areas where people say, den could be used as second bedroom. It's in every listing. Show me a den that couldn't be used as a second bedroom. So decent view, I guess, if that's your thing, right? And those are the buildings, right? So they're not showing the third. So there's 3 of these. So I don't know where they're taking this from. It's not in the building. But that's 85 East Liberty. That's 75 East Liberty. And 65 is off to the side. So anything else here? No amenities photos. This is interesting. Why do they have 1, 2, 3, 4 photos of the outside of the building? So this is what I wanted to say. Look, the floor plan incorporates 1 bedroom plus den. Who wrote this? Jesus. with closet and could easily be used as a second sleep space. It's a sleep space. It's not a bedroom. So I think this thing rocks at $1,088,000 per square foot with parking and low fees. I have no idea why somebody would buy one of the other ones instead, right? And I get it. Different buildings have different features, different things to offer, but you're still in the same area. So if you have building here, and this one is $300 a square foot lower than this one, you're in the same location. Oh, it's a different building. What's different about it? The lobby. So 125 Western Battery Road, another, who did I sell to in this one? Oh my God. I had this one guy, actually he's a hockey player, and Leafs fans would not like this guy, but young kid, first contract, okay, I want to buy a condo. Bought a 2-bed, 2-bath in here for like $450,000. And I remember one of those kind of like hockey dads, it's like, really like, this is what you're doing with your money. Great investment. And God, I don't even remember how long ago that was, right? Because now we've got a 1-bed plus den 2-bath, which is $720,000. But again, I would say, right, based on the comps, based on the other units, that's not bad. This is $1,076 per square foot. $1,076 per square foot with parking, right? Fees are reasonable. Okay, they're $426 on that 669 square feet. I have clients that, I actually have 2 clients that both own 4 condos in Liberty Village. And did we just lease one in here? 1616, I think, 125 Western Battery Road, 1616. That's in my head. I don't think that was one we just did. No, we did 80 Western Battery, but that's the same client, and I'm thinking out loud. So point being, this is another value building. Now, where is it? Right here, okay? So you've got 80 Western Battery, 50 Lynn Williams, and 100 Western Battery, and then right over here is 125 Western Battery, right? And then 69 Lynn Williams is here. What is this? 100 Western Battery? No, that wouldn't make sense. There is a building here. There's another Western Battery. Or another Lynn Williams. Let's use the man. I'm dying to know. Oh, the man won't go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? If that's 69, what is this building? 150 East Liberty. That's what it is. 150 East Liberty. Okay, so we'll take a look at the layout here. I've always enjoyed this layout. Ooh, floor plan. Hello. I've always enjoyed this layout. So, front door, right? Kitchen on one side, bathroom on the other. Big open concept, living, dining. They've put here office, call it a den, whatever you want. And then you've got the master with the ensuite. So the one thing I'll say is maybe it's a bit dark, right? Because this and this is your only light source, but I really, really do like this layout. I think this is the one my client has. Yeah. So again, from here, it doesn't look super dark, right? This is all opened up, obviously. This is kitchen, living, dining. I love that space. I love that flow. And for the price, right? And here's your open concept den. Could be used as second sleep space. But super open, 9-foot ceiling, nice and airy, and it just works, right? So love to see this at 700,000. Again, now I'm starting to think like buyers. I could just keep pushing the price down. Speaking of which, I have an offer in play right now. It registers at 430. The agent just registered it. Sorry, it expires at 430. I'm filming this at 1:30. So I have 3 hours to hope another offer doesn't come in, which it probably won't. We bid last night. They said no, and then we came back. The market is fun right now. It's fun. It's fun. It's different, right? Okay, so bedroom's a bit snug. And now you're overlooking, your view is overlooking people's terraces. So if people are having rip-roaring parties down there, you better make friends with them or get some water balloons. Okay, so there's the party room. Speaking of, this is interesting. Oh, I guess that's for COVID purposes. I don't even know what to say about COVID. Like the life jacket on the airplane. Like, really? If you're spiraling down from 36,000 feet, no offense for those of you that are, think you're not going to die or whatever, but like, I don't know. I picture someone going like this. You know when they used to do the demo and they'd be like, if it doesn't inflate, blow into the tubes. So picture literally the plane is going down at terminal velocity, 150 kilometers an hour, spiraling down to Earth, and you're going, yeah. Anyways, so my parallel there was like, I don't know. I'm not going to say, but I'm pretty sure that if COVID is flying around in here, I don't know that this very small piece of plexiglass where there's open air here and here and here is going to do anything for the person next to you. I mean, unless you went right across, I don't know. I didn't need to do that, but I was demoing. Anyway, so there's the floor plan. How do you segue from spitting at somebody spitting hot COVID in a gym? I don't know, David. That's what happens when you're unscripted. But yeah, that aside, COVID aside, right. 1076 a square foot. That's all we can say about this one. I like the building. I like the location. I like the layout. I like everything about it. I like the 1076 a square foot. And as I said, closer to 700,000. I am always cognizant of deals that I've done in the past, right? Hockey player getting a place for 400 grand. Free agent this summer, probably getting like 5 million. And point being, I just think that this price makes sense in today's market, more than sense. Okay, so we're gonna move on here. I can't believe we're in the last one. Piping hot COVID, we're on the last one, right? I actually haven't been to a gym since pre-COVID, but I'm just sort of like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think anymore. 2.5 years. So this next one, guys, this one's wild. You got to look at the floor plan for this. So I did a I did a blog on weird floor plans, I think a couple of weeks ago. This thing takes the cake. Okay, can we just say whoever made this floor plan is a sick, right, F. You walk in here, and then you curve down here, and then down here, and then like it is the worst floor plan. So this is 592 square feet. How many friggin' walls are in here? And then to top it all off, your bedroom has a slanted wall, and you do have a balcony, but it's got this big pillar in it, and it's triangular over here. This just could not be a worse floor plan. So this one, guys, this is Garrison Point. So this is over in that area where I was like, you're not even in Liberty Village anymore. What happened? Map? No. I'm not going to figure out how to get out of this thing here. I need Matthew or Tara for that. Now you're literally seeing like what an old dude I am. Okay, here we go. I think it's linked to Google Maps. So, there we go. I was partially joking. So this is the area where I said you're not really in Liberty Village anymore, right? We're on ordinance. So 30 ordinance, 50 ordinance. This is where being on the west side of Strawn, I don't know how I feel about that. But, you know, $739,990, been on the market for 92 days. Originally $739,990. No, it's the same price. Okay, got it. So like this thing's not selling. They have a tenant in here. It's 592 square feet. It is $1,249 a square foot. That is so much money. And you know, for what, right? So their photos suck. They're obviously taken before the tenant went in there, and they're all portrait and not landscape. You can see the person's body here, right? So look at this. They clearly picked this up from the developer. You've got your little yellow envelope, and you've got your lockbox and your pen. You're taking your photos. You can't wait to put up your lockbox. You're so excited you didn't even move them from the photos. Yeah. So I hate this floor plan. I can't say enough bad things about this floor plan. It's just absolutely awful. And I would never sell it to anybody. Yeah, so there you go. Positive vibes. Look at this. So bad. Ugh. Wow. Wow, there you go. Welcome home, folks. Oh, man. Yeah. 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 I've had some tough ones lately. I've had some very difficult phone calls. I had someone who called me the other day, and I might have told this story last week. It's like, you know, I want you to sell my place. And you like look it up. It's on the market currently. It's like sitting on the market. Like days on market are racking up. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. It's like, what do you want me to do? Well, I want you to sell it. You're listed on the market with somebody else. Like you don't have a second chance to make a first. Like, what is it that I can do? You're literally riding a market that's going down, and it might come back up in the fall. Anyways, that person really didn't enjoy my honesty on that one. It's like you're overpriced by like 20%. It looks like crap inside. Oh, you don't believe in staging. Got it. So anyways, some interesting phone calls, guys. And this one here, yeah, I don't know. I can't get over that floor plan. I don't love that location. I think people paying for new to be on the newer side of Liberty Village aren't in Liberty Village. So again, you go back and look at Liberty Village proper, right? This over here, this is where your infrastructure is, right? This is where your grocery store is, your LCBO, your banks, your Good Life Fitness. This is where the Brazen Head is. This is where the bars are. This is where the little village is. So you're all the way over here on the other side of Strawn near, I don't know, an industrial area, rail yard. Why are you paying more for it? It just doesn't make any sense. So I can't get over some of these prices, guys. Again, let's go back to the results here. We'll go back to all of them. So the first one was $13.26 a square foot. Yeah, $13.26 a square foot for 19 Western Battery. 49 East Liberty was $13.27 a square foot. 85 I thought was a deal. It was $1,088 with parking. Over here we're $1,076 with parking at 125 Western Battery Road, and then you're $1,249 a square at Ordnance. So the lower units are priced higher. Smaller square footages are always a little bit higher, but I don't know. This is 720, this is 679, this is 649, this is 649. They're kind of in a band there. These things are a deal. These things are not. New is selling. I don't know why. I would never tell my client to put an emphasis on a place because it's only 1 year old with ridiculous fees. Anyways, wow, that's it. Holy moly, finished under 30 minutes, I think. So guys, Liberty Village, it used to be young, it used to be hot, it used to be new, it used to be different, and now it is incredibly congested with condos. So I'll say this, if I was a young person and I was single and I wanted to live downtown, I would 100% live in Liberty Village. It's a great area. There's a ton of infrastructure. Transit's probably not great, although I think it's better than when cars could drive on King Street. And it's very, 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 very popular. Threw a lot of varies in there. Once upon a time, the Good Life in Liberty Village was voted the best gym at which to meet your significant other. That was a long time ago. I probably haven't worked out in that gym in 15 years. But point being, yeah, I would totally live down there if I was a younger person. I just don't know that I would look at those valuations, $1,300 a foot. So 85 East Liberty, 125 Western Battery Road, still great places to buy and invest, but man, there's a lot of junk in Liberty Village that young people have to cut through, and I feel like young people are working with young agents, and the young agents don't know anything, and they too are like, oh, this building's so great, it's like 6 months old, you should see the lobby. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.